Happy Magic 24. Let's begin as we wish to continue. For here we are at Wednesday, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, and I officially right now open the portal of magic for not only this Wednesday, but all Wednesdays at 12 noon Eastern for the whole of 2024. That's right, my magic makers, that's when the magic's going to drop, which means it has to drop today. It's the first Wednesday. I didn't tap into this until walking the beach this morning, and I was like, well, I guess today's go time. For what I want to do is be able to connect with you every single week at the same time, so you can tune in, I can be here, or you can catch the replay. But let's begin as we wish to continue for 2024 by taking a moment together and connecting to a little bit of Oracle insight, some intuitive guidance, and I'm going to tell you more about what's coming up soon. Something next Monday, Soul Spell, it's coming. But let's begin here. Wednesdays at 12 noon, for when we're in the season for You Are the Magic, the live stream podcast, you're going to see me live. I'm going to be sharing a new episode, whether it's just me or maybe one of my special guests that's coming up. If it's not me, if we're out of the season, Wednesdays at 12 on YouTube, the Big Life Magic YouTube, magic will drop. Meditations, activations, like different tools and tips for your practical magic, or healing transformations, maybe something about a retrograde or an eclipse. I mean, you're picking up what I'm putting down, but the magic is going to be here. So we're going to begin now with inspiring some of that. And then after, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Soul Spell, followed by the new moon, followed by 7 days of alignment. Oh yeah, my friends, breathe it in. I've been waiting for days. Like, I've had such a great time with like letting it all go and just being in playground of my own magic for the holiday time. But I woke up on the 31st and I was like, I'm ready. But what I heard is just linger a little bit longer. Sure, start gently. So 3 days ago, I started just, activating a few things for my business and stepping forward in some different ways, but I didn't rush forward. How are you going? Are you rushing? Or are you lingering? For it's only day 3. It's the 3rd of January. We can actually move into this becoming and unfolding and allowing the year to also have its say with us, which is what I've been practicing, which is, as I've said more than once already, begin as you wish to continue. This is something I heard from an amazing creative companion and soul sister of mine, Jennifer Bachman, many years ago when we were facilitating together with some applied theatre storytelling work. And she said that, and I was like, that's brilliant. Let's begin how we want the rest of the year to go. And so for me, I want the rest of the year being connecting with you all. I miss the Big Life Magic community. And I also want it to be connecting to this magic portal of Wednesdays at 12 and all the other magic coming up. And I want to connect and play. And one of my favorite ways to play is with oracle cards. If you didn't know, then there you go. I've been doing oracle cards for 30 years. I love playing with oracle cards. In 2024, I'm going to be offering a whole new way of working with the cards, because if you've been following along, that all changed at the end of 2023. But this is my anchor deck. This Gaia Oracle deck is what I call my anchor deck, which means it's the deck I use most often. It's the deck I feel most connected to. And it was clearly the deck that was going to stand forward today and say, pick me, I'm the deck for the first card pull for the community for 2024. So let's all just take a breath. Like, have you been lingering, or has there been a little bit of like push or force into your 2024? Do you have a word for the year? Maybe you've got a phrase, maybe you've got a vibe. I've got a spell. That's what's coming up, Soul Spell. That's on Monday. I'm going to tell you about that after the card reading. But let's tune in now. Just staying connected to your breath. I wasn't sure because I was like, let's just open and see what comes through. I knew I wanted to do this for the Wednesday at 12. I knew I wanted to be the first beat of the year because, as I said, like, I'm not joking when I say, like, I've missed you all. I love connecting with the community, whether that's inside the membership or here doing some live streaming. What do we want to ask? I think we want to ask about this first beat because I'm getting linger, begin as you wish to continue. So in Soul Spell, I'm going to be giving like a whole energy forecast, but I do want to say that Mercury went direct early. So we're here, the third, still in shadow. We're still kind of coming into the year, but we're coming into the year with like all of this forward movement, and it's quite a different year, which again, I'll talk about at Soul Spell. But what about this the third day, anchoring in early, lingering, becoming beats? Let's just ask what's in our highest good to know as we just gently land in 2024. Okay, no, we're not ready yet. I'm rushing, see? We need to linger a little longer. Let's just linger a little longer. Let's see. Opening up the first reading for 2024 in the Magic Portal of Wednesdays at 12 noon Eastern. This is the 3rd of January, and as a clear and perfect channel for the Magic Makers, I wish to inspire a reflection of, show us a tone of this early beat of the year. Show us a tone of this early beat of the year. Now we're good to go. Yes, Gaia, Earth. Gaia is Earth Mother. It's the name of this deck. It's one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Well done us for getting one of the power cards. But Gaia, this card here, Gaia, it's all about connecting to Mother Earth, but not only just in terms of like, okay, I'm going to take some time to go on a walk or work in my garden. Absolutely do that. But it's actually about like the wisdom and the knowledge that we all kind of hold within the earth of you. Like the earth of you is your body. So if we're beginning as we wish to continue, how are you treating your body? How are you treating your connection to the environment and nature around you as we begin? Because I asked, what's an early beat? What's the tone of that beat? And so the guidance we're being given is to definitely ground down, but also tap into the knowledge and the wisdom and all of the foundation that you naturally have by being a magic maker. Because we all have our own connection. And hot tip, if you can actually connect to nature, walk in a park, work in a garden, any way you can connect to nature. For those who are in places around the world where it's a little bit cold, you might want to like be connecting to crystals or any stones or shells you have in your home. Or when I used to live in Brooklyn, I used to spend time with my pot plants that would sit in the windowsill. It's what I used to do a lot of in winter, as well as hold a special stone in my pocket when I traveled around New York City. So we're getting this early beat of just ease in by really grounding down and connecting to the earth element, connecting literally to Earth, Mother Earth, Gaia, but also this power and wisdom within you. Because I think sometimes a new year can have this kind of feeling of like, it's all new, I'm going to be challenged in all these new ways, etc., etc. It's all new now. Yes, and this is the new that's building upon the last few years with what you've been working on. You already know so much. And maybe you could even just slow down a little bit because you probably know more than you're allowing to ground in. I mean, I know I've had to tell myself to slow down, absolutely, to linger one of the words I am going to be lusciously spending time with in 2024, Alinga. Let's become into the highest vibration. And now let's just see what's the reflection that's in the highest vibration for us to know. On the 3rd of January, we're just going to get one more card before I tell you about Soul Spell. What is in the highest good for all magic makers connecting to this live stream replay across the Big Life Magic community? We are global people. Let's see, inspire, tune into what's in the highest good for all the magic makers to know for the 3rd of January 2024. Hot tamale, eternal dance, movement. Yeah, so this is about connecting with that earth as well. So see, like, I don't know if you can see very clearly, but if you look here, you can see that both of the women kind of are in some ways connected to earth, like there's a sense of being really earthbound. But the eternal dance, like I have to tell you, because it says, I asked, what's in the highest good of the magic makers to know? And this is what we need to know. If you are going to be really rigid and decide that it's that way, then it's going to feel like this. The eternal dance is about being kind of free with the flexibility of what happens and doesn't happen, when it's your part to play, when the universe is filling in their part. So the eternal dance is around actually bringing in movement, not stuck in the earth. So what a beautiful message to get when we get Gaia, because we don't want to be so earthbound and in our foundation that we actually don't move and respond to what the universe is bringing us, to what the moon is going to be showing us, to what our work colleagues and our families are going to be bringing forward. So we're going to be connected in self, but we're also going to be really mindful. We're in this eternal dance, which is the dance between you and your mind, the dance between you and your heart, your body, all parts of you, definitely your spirit and your soul. And hey, my friends, the whole magical playground. So being in the eternal dance, firmly grounded, but being able to move with just the beginning. We're only at the 3rd. Hey, we got a magic maker who just dropped in. Valerie, this is a spontaneous live. I didn't even expect that anybody would show up, but my friend and fellow magic maker who is in our virtual community, the Big Life Magic Makers, Valerie, Happy Magic 2024. You get the gold star for being the magic maker who turns up live with me. What delight. See, let's be open to it. I thought, well, nobody knows I'm going live. Let me just do this because everyone will catch the replay. And then I caught myself and I was like, maybe someone will turn up. Yeah, exactly, Valerie. You never know who will drop in. So that's eternal dance, is that kind of like, what else can drop in to your early week? This beginning of 2024, we don't want to do this. We want to be doing more of these kind of moves and hands out, open, connecting, opening still to possibilities. For we have this time now of becoming into this year, and this year it's definitely packing a punch. It's got some huge transformations possible, and I'm going to be here to share all of it. But let me share with you now the first beat that you can join within the Big Life Magic universe across the globe. It's called Soul Spell, and what it is it's a special magical gathering event for 90 minutes, magic makers from all over the world. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tuning into the astro forecast, the energy of the whole year. I'm going to simplify all of that for you and give you like your own foundation of like, what's going down this year? Where should I be putting the energy? And then we're going to go into reclaiming spell casting. Because I think, kind of like witch, spell kind of at some point got like a bad rap. In some circles, not all circles. I'm calling it back. Let's call it back. Let's activate that magic with our own unique spell for 2024. And what's a spell? It's you put a whole heap of ingredients together with the intention towards creating particular magic. That's for you. What do you want to make? So it's kind of like, think about your word for the year, but in action, with things to do with it. I'm going to guide you the whole way through in the 90 minutes so that by the time you get to the end, you've got a really clear sense of what you're calling in, what you're going to be dancing with in your 2024. And I know that you already know, because we've all been preparing and deciding, maybe my word for the year is this, or maybe I'm going to do this or not do that in the new year. All of that energy has been building, particularly with this review that we just recently had with our Mercury retrograde. But now we can start to settle in and actually intentionally craft that magic. That's Soul Spell. That's happening on Monday the 8th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Replay is going to be available if that time zone is a little bit wonky for you. It's a magic event, 90 minutes of magical fun. Any magic maker across the globe, you are welcome to join us in the circle. I'm going to link the link below to register. If you are a magic member, you're already in. By being a member of the Big Life Magic Makers, you immediately get your ticket to Soul Spell. That's happening on Monday, and then that's the 8th, and then by the 11th, we're at our new moon in Capricorn. Capricorn, Earth, grounded. Do you know what else is Earth and grounded? The Big Life Magic Makers, we work in seasons. Our first season, January, February, and March, we're going to be working with the Earth element. So the Big Life Magic Maker community, that's what we're doing for our first season. We're going Earth, then air, then fire, then water. This year, we're following all 4 of the elements. Valerie, I think maybe you even seeded that idea for me. It's possible, you know. But we're beginning with this Earth. Our Gaia card and our Eternal Dance say begin close to the ground and moving. Move yourself into Soul Spell on Monday the 8th so you can be with a community of people supported by me to write your spell, right? That intentional, active, I'm going to engage with this magic, and I'm going to tell you how you can continue to engage all year long. It is the event that's going to pay forward all year. Then we have our new moon, and then after that, there's a 7-day activation that I'm offering across the world, and it's all about your synergy and your alignment. More of that coming up later. But for now, let's all ground in with, it's day 3, only day 3. You can take your time. You can settle in. The magic is actually going to be so thankful for some space and probably a change in the pace. And I'm so pleased to connect with you all. I do love it. I really do love it. I've missed you. I'm so happy to be back. We have coming up in 2024 all those events happening in January. You Are the Magic is coming back, the podcast, in February. There's going to be in-person events in different cities. There's going to be magic mastery taught within the Big Life Magic community. And take a big deep breath, because it's day 3. And I can be with you as all of that unfolds. My Magic Maker friends, I cannot wait to see you in the Magic Circle. Our next circle is on Monday the 8th for Soul Spell. Click the link, join the circle. It's going to be so much fun. So just take a breath with me now and just decide how will I feel for the next hour. Just for the next hour. You've had a little kind of like tap in of magic here. We've got the Gaia card informing us from the feet up. Then ask for those feet to be moving with this eternal dance. Let's just make some magical decisions right now. How do you want to feel in the next hour? Because we're going to begin as we wish to continue, and we're going to allow this year to unfold. So take a big deep breath in with me. Smile and decide. For you are the magic maker. You can decide. You step into the magical playground. You are the magic. And I cannot wait to share more of it with you this year. My friends, what a delight. I'm so happy to be back. Big love to you all. Let's do this thing, 2024. We are coming for you with all of our full magic. What a delight. Cannot wait. There's more to come. But for now, breathe it in. Know it to be true. It's you, my friend. You. You are the magic. Big love.